Look at the gold. It's fucking popping. I told you. 2 weeks ago. I told you 2 weeks ago. Mhm. Told you it could be a buying opportunity. I think we shouldn't do this. Hmm. We're about to have that.
Oh,
Hey, you, are you on the stream?
I'm on it.
All right, cool. There's a 10-second delay. I was just testing it.
Yeah.
So whatever's live is going to be, you're going to see it 10 seconds later. So I'll be talking about stuff. You won't see it right on the screen right away. And then 10 seconds later, you will. So we just had the 8:30 news come out, some numbers come
Hmm.
out. Um, what was gotta keep my Windows lean and mean here. Conserve processing. So gold started rallying at exactly 8 o'clock, and then it rallied right up until that those numbers came out. And I was tempted to short it just because it rallied so hard, and it formed. You could see right here on this chart. So let me explain this chart a little, this layout a little bit, um, so you could get situated. By the way, those numbers were the core PPI.
Hmm.
Yeah. So what we got here is daily. If you're looking at I don't know, let me know when you see my cursor. It's on the top left.
And go ahead, do what you need to do. I'll
You
see.
see it, right? All right. So you see from the top, from the left to the right, we got daily, 240-minute, 60-minute, 15-minute, and 5 minute.
Hmm.
Okay. Then we have the time and sales. So what did was basically I created like a stacked chart, okay, for all like markets. So we got the ES, the NQ, the Dow, and crypto moves very similar to the indexes. So I put that at the bottom. This is Bitcoin, micro Bitcoin. Now we got the time and sales for each one of those. And I did that just to save space. See this the toolbar at the top where it has the little, controls for drawing tools and all that. It takes up a lot of space if you're having so many charts, so I stacked them in the same chart. Um, that's why I did that. And then on
Hmm.
the right-hand side, we have oil with the same layout. We got daily 240, 60, 15, and 5. We got oil, nat gas, gold, and copper. And these are the things I'm gonna trade. I'm not gonna get away from those. That's it. That's a final. That's a final thing. Um, Over here on the side, I'll throw up like whatever I'm currently in. I was in a nat gas trade. So I took a stop earlier, and then I had another trade in nat gas. It was pretty good. So I'm up 122. Um, so right now I'm just going to clear up uh, my charts here. There's a little delay here when I'm controlling this shit because of the stream. Um, just so you know, I have another desktop, okay, that
Hmm.
I have my level two. Like this is time and sales, but this isn't, the complete level two. This is what they would call just time and sales. Level two is where you see the orders coming in, or where they're at the ask and the bid. So I have
Hmm.
another screen for that. And the reason I didn't throw it on here is that it streams so fast that you're not gonna catch it. You know what I mean? On the stream, it's just
Hmm.
gonna fly. So it's so quick that it's not even worth putting it up there, you know?
Yeah.
And I thought that the refresh rate might be a problem. Broadcasting that window, it might create so much of a refresh rate that it might bog down the stream.
Hmm.
So All right, let's just do a little technical analysis here, just so you know. The purple and the yellow lines here at the top left, I'm looking at the ES, the Nasdaq, and the Dow and the crypto daily chart. All right, and the purple and the yellow dotted lines, these are the weekly highs and lows of the previous week. Okay, and then on the 240-minute chart, we got the weekly highs and lows. But we also have the dailies with the gray and the white lines, okay? And then we have the Bollingers, of course. I put the Bollingers on the daily, the 240 and the 60. And the yellow line that's on the 15-minute and the 5-minute, that is VWAP, okay? Yellow line is VWAP. And the purple, the blue, and the white lines, those are moving averages. That's the 8 period, the 20 period, and the 50 period. So I'm using that on the smaller time frame just for like momentum and timing exits and shit like that. Um, yeah, and that's it. So, I mean, what we have here as far as technical analysis, we have the indexes basically have sold off, since yesterday, into some areas of support. I wouldn't call it strong support because we've been kind of going sideways a bit. So just a support area here. We could see that on the ES, we're down here at an area um, where I had a strong move up. The same for the Nasdaq and the Dow. So we could see, consolidation here right before the open. It's 840, so right before the open. And then possibly, and this is what I like to see. I like to see a strong move into the open. What you don't like to see is like just some choppy, you know, um,
Mhm.
some choppy mess right going into the open, right?
Chop this.
Yeah.
I'm currently
So,
short gold right now at 4245.
okay, cool, cool. Yeah, I was thinking about shorting gold
I
myself,
had
but
a limit order or a sell, yeah, limit sell at the
when did you get into that trade? What time?
4245 at whenever I got off the shitter because I was gonna get on.
Well, we have the
I was gonna.
8:30 news. That's why I'm
Yeah, it
asking.
was
Did you
after
get in?
that. It was
It
after
was
that.
after the
It was
8:30 news. Okay, and your
yeah.
number is where? 54,
4245.
wait, 5245, 5245.
5245. Yeah,
Okay, all right, I see. All right, cool.
yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna put this little chart on the side. I'm gonna just put a bunch of X's just to cancel it out. Yeah, so I was looking at that play in gold. Um, strongly considering it, to tell you the truth. Um, yeah, it is what it
Hey,
is.
bro, if you're struggling considering it, you gotta take it.
Yeah, yeah,
You're on
yeah,
the sim, bro.
yeah. Well, I'm trying to trade like realistic. So what we're having here is right here, we're having kind of a little bit of a sell-off here in oil. Now keep in mind we got the whole Iran situation going on, and into this weekend we probably may see some, like military action over there. So I've been watching this oil move up all morning. It started really in the London, no, I'm sorry, the Asian market. So, this is why I like the Asian market because sometimes you see the origin of some really strong moves here. Let me just maximize this. All right. And let me fix this up. This is a bad, I'm fucking with these indicators a lot. Uh, this is the guy. I messed up. I was changing the code. Got jacked up. There we go. Okay. What happened? Disappeared. Oh, okay. I know what happened. Okay, that should be. Ah, sorry. That orange line is because I reset the code and then it got jacked up and reverted to some weird setting there. I'm not sure how that happened. Let's fix that.
I'm thinking about closing this gold.
Um, the level two doesn't really tell me anything there. So that's all, your gut.
It's trying to bounce off this support.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how this 1 minute candle closes. That's gonna decide it.
I like that. There you go. That's better. This is on. This is, that's why. All right. Just made my first mistake on live stream. How embarrassing. All right. So, you see oil here. We had this was the London. I'm sorry, the Asian right here. It sold off, okay, and
Hmm.
at 810, it bottomed out. I guess if kind of caught this area as like a support area. Bottomed out, and it's basically been trending up since 8 p.m. yesterday. You know, that's a big move.
Hmm.
You know, that is a big move. Now here's the five. This is the London session right here. Okay, the blue.
Hmm.
So I color coded these lines. So gray is Asia, blue is London, um, A light blue would be 830, which is forming right now, or it's already been forming. You can see it actually for the past like 5 candles. It's already been doing it. That's 830. 9 o'clock would be a yellow lines, okay, and then orange would be 930. And I can explain why I chose that colors some other time, but that's what it is. The colors, they are color coded so that I can remember what level it is when it was formed. What I like to do is look at the actual candle structure, the the first close, the first candle that formed that level. So you can see gold is a great example. Like look at this candle structure right here at 8:30. Now, of course, it was running up against that 8:30 news, and that's probably it was, halted right there. But that's exactly what I'm looking for, is those kind of pivot points, you know? So you see that kind of stuff all the time. All right. So yeah, I think oil's just going to be looking strong. It's all day. Everybody's anticipating, some missiles being launched. So even though this oil, I mean, it broke above the recent highs um, that formed, the highest high that formed back on the 23rd. So I'm looking on another screen here. I'll look at the weekly. Yeah, there is some selling pressure up above around 69.10. You might even say 70, which is a nice round number, right? Psychological. So I'll go with 70, and currently we're at 67. So we may not even get there today. There's a lot of this is really pumped up a lot. So maybe we're done on that oil move. Maybe it just chops sideways for the rest of the day. What is setting up to be an interesting, situation is equities. This sell off into a support area is interesting, and it's already kind of looks like it found a little bottom there. Now, I don't take trades in the pre-market on stocks, so I might take a trade on a Bitcoin. As you can see, it's starting to rally. I'm looking at the tape here, above the ask, above the ask. Now, 9 o'clock is, usually what they would call the open for energies, specifically oil. So, oil has rallied up really strongly into the open. So, maybe there's potential for a little sell-off here, because it has, it's pretty exhausted this move. Maybe it sells off back into this 60-minute, or back to VWAP and then bounces up. So that's what we're looking at. I think potentially a quick oil short and put maybe an index long and a crypto long. And gold, if you look at the 60-minute, um, the origin of this strong move on gold right down here that formed that, I guess you would say started forming around 7:30, really lines up with VWAP. VWAP right now is, oh, I don't have VWAP on this chart. Let me have it. I think I might already have it. Just have to enable it. VWAP right here. Okay. Um, yeah, we have some alignment here with VWAP and the origin of this move that started around 7 o'clock. So you can see right here, if gold can sell off back, I would even include this whole area here. Anywhere in there, it's gonna find some support. Maybe there's a long there. Copper is down in an area where there's some support here. I might grab this whole thing here. And it's crossing over VWAP. We said that. Okay. All right. And then um so I'm looking at potentially oil, a quick short, gold, a pullback long, and uh, gold, pullback long. Copper um, needs to kind of consolidate and break out. And the indexes, also a consolidation with a long. And that's the plan. So everything has to be confirmed. All this is bullshit. Everything has to be
Mm,
confirmed with time and sales and level two. Okay.
yeah.
So how do I pick which index to trade? Because I got to just stick to one. Usually, you want to go with the market that's trending the best. Um, to tell you the truth, the tech stocks haven't been doing too well. They've been selling off a bit, even though all these indexes they move very similarly. Um, I'm leaning towards more of the S&P, which is more of the balanced index that has industrial and tech. Look at oil, man. Look at oil still popping, still strong, still looking strong. Here comes the 9 o'clock. I don't know if that's going to keep going. I remember we had mentioned 70, the 70 level for oil. So I don't know if it could get up there. Shit, that's way off the screen. Yeah, that would be a huge move, man. Oosh. All right, let's see what happens with oil here at 8:57, 8:58. You see that 19 at the bid? So anything at the bid is usually basically, you know, an order that is meeting the buyers where they're at. So that's not buyers meeting the sellers. So sellers meeting the buyers where they're at is sellers selling it off. Oh, there you go. Look at the green at the ask, above the ask. Yeah, man. You got the delay, so it's gonna show up.
Hmm. Well, I'm actually taking the shit right now.
Oh, okay.
I already closed my gold trade.
Good thing you did because it's starting to rally.
I closed 175.
175. Oh, 175 profit, not
Yeah.
5.2. 170. Okay, I got you. All right. Oh shit. So now, it kind of formed my bias already, right? So now it's just a matter of watching the structure and the time and sales and level two. All right, you want to call me back? Fuck this fucking guy.
future jobs in the industry. Companies like Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, and Verizon have all made sweeping cuts over the past year, in part due to AI.
Posted
more AI job cuts.
Posted a tweet. I mean, it seems like they are taking care of their employees that they're cutting. I think they said 6 months of salary, another $5,000 to do whatever they wanted with. So you're trying to take care of the employees, but yeah, it's adding to the job list.
Would you want to get cut first or last? Do you think? Better to get cut first or last? First. Yeah. First. You still got a chance to get another job somewhere.
Well, as they say, if you ain't first, you're last.
All right, guys, let's give this crew just a couple of minutes, rip through these charts real quick, and then we'll move on to the NASDAQ. What do you say, guys?
Let's do it.
Monthly. And last day of the month. This is the monthly in crude. No change. Major changes, at least. Very range bound. What about the weekly? Range bound. Some small changes in small time frame. We'll take a look at this on the daily chart. We are seeing the market attempting to, that is the 30, and the market is attempting to put in higher areas of balance, okay? The area of balance, higher area of balance, higher area of balance, breakout above that area of balance. Does this breakout continue to push to the upside, or does it fail? A lot of this is going to be depending on the news. We added 13,000 in open interest just yesterday on a pretty indecisive day. If you're looking at it, we have been adding open interest as the days have been coming in. We've added about 50,000 in open interest this week alone. So there is energy, if you'll pardon the pun, coming into this market. So that could be bringing more legs to the upside if this market continues to push the upside. But again, it is very news-driven. Jay, what are you seeing?
Headline-driven market, Hogue, and with the headlines that are coming out, the structure of this market is, showing that there's a ton of potential to the upside here. I have a 2-day sell-off from June 23rd of 2025. There was a headline there. I'm trying to remember what it was, but we're right back at 50% of that, right? $68 is that price. And, this is just bullish structure. I got to give a shout out to my guy, Coach Paul, that at the end of 2025 said crude had the potential to be the market of 2026. And right now it is up 20%. And I don't know that it's done, especially with some of the headlines that we're seeing. So bullish structure where we may be closing above. Yesterday was a ton of volume in crude oil, 343,000 contracts traded yesterday. If we close above that, this is, I think there's a lot of room to the upside here.
Take a quick look at the 30. Currently, house is short the opening range, breakout trade. Overnight inventory, yeah, we've got some overnight inventory. The market is holding longs in the overnight. We did open with a gap, so if we can't close that gap relatively early, we should be looking for opportunities in the direction of the gap. Now, is it overextending? Is it above an area of balance, an extreme high? Yes, it is. So what we need, Jay and everyone, we need more buyers. We need new buyers coming into this market, or some sort of news that is going to encourage continued buying coming into this market.
Yep.
That doesn't happen if things quiet down. We could see some long liquidation.
Yep.
We could see some, current holders of longs decide,
So-
you know what, I'm not going to hold these longs over the weekend. It's the last day of the month. We're going to take some profits. That's really what I'm counting on for this short in this trade right now. We don't know if it's going to happen. And basically balance the breakout rules. If we do spend time, get some participation and some new buying up here, I would look for the continuation. If it dies up here, we get back down below these highs, then I could see us kind of rolling that downside. There's an afternoon pullback low, 64.91. Not looking for any meaningful selling until we get below that level, but all this overnight inventory would be enough to bring us back into the range from yesterday. Profile yesterday, normal variation. Neutral day. It settled kind of in the middle of the session. We'll see how this plays. Jay, what are you seeing on the 30?
On the 30 here, Hogue, we are above the 200 moving average, volume trading above it as well, but we are at a $3 range so far, high to low in crude. Obviously, today's an anomaly. We got headlines flying around. Daily ATR in crude is $2.12. So I do think we're a little extended, which is why I like this trade. I don't know that I would want to buy it here, right? I think buying it here is kind of hoping that another headline comes out and gives us some continuation. We can see a little bit of slowdown here in this market, but I have two lines here. This yellow line here is the VWAP from the London session, 66.83, and 66.54 is the full session VWAP. As long as these two hold, if we get a pullback, I think I'm looking for opportunities to get in long crude oil. But again, headline-driven market. I think the way I've been trading crude is waiting for the headline to drop first and then seeing if there's some flow that I can catch on to after the fact. I don't know that I want to be sitting in a crude oil position in either direction, personally, when things are quiet, because it's quiet until it's not. But I like a pullback on this trade. If we get a pullback to $67, I think it's well within reason for this trade that we're in here.
Awesome. Thank you, Jay. Back to you, JD.
Thank you, Hogue.
Your audio is on the stream. I can mute it.
Thank you,
If you want me,
gentlemen.
if you want to
Alright,
mute
one
the
more piece
call
of news before we get into
off
the
of the
Nasdaq.
stream.
More AI news.
Yo.
Today.
Yeah, you're there.
From defense to jobs, AI is raising concerns. Tech company
Okay, we are starting to see a move down in oil at the bid, below the bid. I'm going to go ahead and sell one. Start off with just one.
Order filled.
And I will throw this up here.
Leading AI research company Anthropic is under pressure from the Pentagon to drop safety guardrails on Claude, the first AI system to be used in the military's classified network. On Tuesday, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth told Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei that if the company does not allow Claude to
So you can see the position here at the top right,
he would cancel Anthropic's $200 million contract
right?
and deem the company a supply chain risk.
Okay, all right.
In a blog post Thursday,
And then you see also the position on the top bar, the position graph.
undermine rather than defend democratic values. They're worried about a couple of things is how
Okay, now we're seeing some structure build out here on the indexes here. 9/11, it's looking bullish.
Some experts say the company could have a lot to gain by sticking to their position. They are selling themselves on
I think I'll put a limit order.
Thinking, and the battle over AI this week isn't limited to the military. On Thursday, Block, the company behind Square, Cash App, and Afterpay, announced thousands of layoffs, cutting staff by 40%. The reason? Intelligence tools, according to a letter to shareholders by co-founder Jack Dorsey.
The company says artificial intelligence can do more of that work better than the people that are working there.
A stark warning that a slightly other business.
I would like to format this so that it shows up on the right, closer to the edge. So we can do that.
Happening right in front of our eyes. We saw some Anthropic headlines coming out earlier today. I'm sure we'll see some more as the day.
Right, justify label.
All right, guys, we are still in the short trade. I'm going to let market generated
there you go. That's what I wanted.
Help us trail this stop, not AI. I will do it manually. But tell us everything we need. Tell us everything we need to know about the Nasdaq, if you please, gentlemen.
All right, we will certainly do our best. Monthly.
Yeah, and you're seeing that selling coming into below the bid, at the bid. Let's see if we could break this structure here that was such a steep angle. You know, you can really see it on the 15-minute oil. Such a steep angle.
So the weekly,
let's see if this is just a bear trap. You know, like a bull flag. Excuse me, or if we're gonna sell off maybe to back down to this area here.
If we had our Dorito,
I am gonna get long one crypto.
Order filled.
Okay.
Now looking at this
as micro Bitcoin. Plant my flag in the ground.
Here we are again.
And I will average down if it goes against me, and we'll add another one.
High 25,506
MBT28.
Overall, open interest has been
Well,
waffling.
nice.
It's up
Fucking
one day,
thing
down the
fucking
next. Volume
always from
yesterday was probably the best volume we had. Maybe this
there we go.
week, maybe Monday, we had some pretty decent volume.
Oh, I didn't
But
set that as
pretty
a
good volume
default.
on the downside yesterday.
Fix
We
this
had
as
4,000 in open
default.
interest, indicating some new sellers coming into this market. And again, it's doing what markets
Right,
do. It's low
justify.
to high,
Set
high
as
to low,
default.
low to high. Is it going to go from high to low? Certainly seems very heavy today. We've got
All
Nvidia is
right.
already down a couple $3 prior to the open here. Things are feeling heavy. Jay, what do you think on the daily?
I agree with you, Hogue. Feeling heavy. We already looked at the monthly in the S&P. Just looked at the monthly in the Nasdaq. Very similar here. The Nasdaq much weaker in my opinion, and I
Top
think just
Step
from a
is
price
saying,
turnaround.
the markets are
This week,
feeling
the 50-day
heavy
moving
on
average
the
was the high of the
indexes.
week.
So
Today,
yeah, we're
the
gonna wait
200-day moving
until the
average is the
open.
high of the day, 25,046, which is
See what
right at
happens.
that 50% of the October 10th candle. So far, high to low range in the Nasdaq, we have a 305-point range. The daily ATR is 458.
Ooh,
470 puts us right
there's
at
some
that
buyers
200-day
coming in
moving average,
there.
which we've tested twice already this month. Is this
Look
going
at
to be our
that.
third test of it? Is my question.
What happened on the
Um,
ES? Okay,
we will
not as
see what happens when
strong.
that volume comes in for the New York session, but the Nasdaq looks pretty heavy in my opinion here. Of course, this is a range-bound market, so it could look ugly at the bottom and then turn around. Um, but I'm seeing a lot of pressure here. That hot inflation data coming out last day of the month. I think it's going to be a very interesting trading day. I'm leaning slightly to the short side right now.
We do we
And if I
do
was
we
able to
have
get
data
short,
coming out
and I find myself still
at
short at
9:30
the
or
200-day moving
10 or
average,
anything? Let me see.
I have to think position management.
10 we
24.61
have
is that price right
construction
now.
spending.
Why position management? You can see the reaction every time we've hit the 200 moving average recently. We found a nice bounce. So going to be an interesting trading day. The equities continue to present opportunities, and I don't think today is going to be any different.
Why would today be any different?
Why
So
would it be different?
let's take a look at the
It's going to
golden
be a
setup right before the
challenge
9:30
for
open,
sure.
because I think we're
So
kind of
this is
in
the
that
30-minute chart.
territory.
We did take a look up
All
above the
right.
kickoff high, saw some rejection
Mm-hmm.
right after the Nvidia earnings came out was when we had that push up
So take
there.
a look at this level here,
Yesterday, the opening range was the dead ass high. We
and
had a pretty decent push to the
this all
downside,
kind of
creating
lines
a
up.
V-shaped profile, which would indicate
So let's just throw
long
a.
liquidation. We added 4,000 in open interest, however. So not
We
only
got
did we
this
see some
guy.
long liquidation, we saw some new
Uh,
selling coming into this market up against
they also could sell off
an
into
extreme high. So
this
the
guy
selling
over
power
here.
that we brought in long liquidation takes selling power away from the market. Volume was pretty good yesterday.
So this could
We
sell
had
off.
open
This could have
interest
a
in fits,
strong
so
sell off
there
at the
was
open,
interest in new
bounce
selling
right
coming
here.
in. Now we've got the PPI numbers came
So
out.
yeah, we
Came out a
definitely don't
little
want to
bit,
get in early.
a little inflationary, and when the market is sensing uncertainty,
And
that's when the
it's
equities
already
markets
reached
start
halfway through
start to
that
give
level.
up gains and start looking to the downside. So uh, we're going to
Let's
open
grab
with a
this
gap,
over here.
session gap. Close the session gap. We'd have to get down. We'd have to get up to 24,861.75. If we can't close the gap relatively early, I'm looking for this market to come and check into some. There's not a whole lot
Mhm.
of visual targets in shorter time frame until we really get to the lows here. Until we get to the weekly kickoff low, 24,330. I mean, is that possible?
Mhm.
Anything's possible.
ACH.
BCH, baby. If we do manage to recover some price, we have an afternoon pullback high here.
Grab this whole
Afternoon
area.
pullback high is 25,099. Not expecting to see any meaningful buying below that
If you
level.
want to
So
include this
if we do
area
come in and kind of
right there.
close the gap, get
So yeah,
value
this
acceptance, and
could
come off the
drop.
bank up to 25,085, basically the settlement price, I could see this thing
This
rolling
could drop
back
into
to the
this area
downside.
here.
So watch the open. Again, it could be one of those mornings where we're going to have good trade location occur very early in the
Let's
session.
throw a purple
We'll
line
see.
right there,
Jay, what do you think?
just to give us a
I
visual.
agree with you, Hogue. I think this open is going to be very interesting here. I'm trying to temper my expectations of this short, but it looks pretty ugly here. So
Top
I
step
think
folks are talking
with
about a
limited
short on the
potential to move
indexes
quickly,
here.
trade location and timing and proper risk management matter for sure. But what I'm seeing here, Hogue, is we're under the 200 moving average on the 30. VWAP's below it as well. We're under the aggressive selling that we saw to start the session yesterday. We had that 500-point sell-off. We're trading below that right now. If volume starts to accept below that when this New York session comes in, I think, like you said, where are the visual targets? I think that 200 moving average on the daily, 24,611 is a potential target, and it could get there pretty quick if the sellers agree. Right now, the Nasdaq is down 1% on the day. We've seen bigger percentage moves, so going to be an interesting morning. I would be cautious today about just trying to pick bottoms until the market confirms a reversal, because it does look heavy. But of course, ACH, anything can happen, anything will change.
Oil's
What I am looking
holding
at
on,
the 3-minute chart up here, the highest volume 3-minute candle we've had so far
not willing
is
to
that
give up.
RI print. I have that framed out. 24,815 is the low, 24,883 is the high. If I attach a VWAP to that right now, it's a flat line, which is telling me this has the potential to be the range until volume says different. So this area here, it looks great for some executions potentially on either side, right? If we start to accept price and volume above 24,883, there's potential longs here as well, right? This is still on a higher time frame, a range bound market. I think a lot of people were looking for Nvidia to change the structure of the Nasdaq. It didn't. PPI was the next potential catalyst. We'll see whether or not that does change anything here, but we will see. I'm leaning slightly to the short side, but trade location matters.
Yeah. Don't fight a directional market. I mean, it's so contradictory whenever we say don't fight a directional market, but remember the resilience of these equities. What's going to happen? All we can do is trade what we see. If you're trading the Nasdaq, look at the Nasdaq. If you're trading the S&Ps, look at the S&Ps. Market generation is out there for you to absorb and to work to understand, and to, the markets are, they're trying to tell us what they're trying to do. It's up to us to be able to kind of sense that, feel it, and be creative in our executions. Trading is as much an art form as it is a science. It's gonna be.
All right, I'm gonna take a quick break.
Graham's Day, man. It's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody.
I'll call you. Actually, I'll just throw you on
See how
mute.
these markets play out.
Nah, call me back. Call me back.
All right.
Golden Grams Day. Speaking of Golden Grams, look at gold, 52, 50, 60 last trade there. Somebody was having a jolly old times talking about, these guys talked about long and gold. It's right back up, but we'll see. We don't celebrate the trades we didn't take. We're just here to provide analysis. JD, who's on schedule today trading with us on Top Step TV?
I saw that guy in the chat earlier too. What a blockhead. All right, coming up next in Fast Markets, we got Andre and Jack leading the charge. Hogue's going to be dropping in too. Then we've got Dakota, a couple of rotating guests. Dakota from 8:30 to 10, and Mandy from 10 to 11. Hogue will be back for the morning highlights at 11 o'clock. He's going over the trades we took here in the opening call and any potential trades we take during Fast Markets. 11:15 VIP Lounge with Jay, VWAP George, and Dolby Time. I love it when VWAP George stops by. It's always a good time. 12 o'clock p.m. Central Time, group coaching, Hogue, Deanna, and Hoop. If you've got a question for one of the three of them, or the three of them collectively, we're going to pin a form to the top of the chat in a little while. Grab that form, fill it out, click submit, and they will answer your questions live right here on Top Step TV. 1 o'clock p.m. Central Time, Trade with Top Step. I'll be back with Hoop and Gabe, a little 3-man weave in the 1 o'clock hour. And we're closing out the day and power hour with Andre, Mandy, Gabe, and a mystery guest who will be joining in. Unfortunately, I won't be around this afternoon to defend my 2-week crown on the reversal challenge. It's a bummer, but someone will
retire on top, JD. Retire on top.
What are you, injured? You're on the IR?
You really want to know? No, I've got an appointment at 3 o'clock. I got to take off right after that 1 o'clock session. All right, guys. One more piece of news. Is customer service preventing you from stopping in your local Burger King? You don't hear people talk about Burger King too much anymore. Well, they're working on it. Would you like a side of AI with your Whopper? Here we go to round out our day of AI talk. Burger King says it's piloting an AI chatbot named Patty in 500 restaurants. She's connected. Patty, this new AI chatbot, is connected to work her headsets, and the chain says she can help with manners. It says the idea isn't to survey employees or enforce a script. Rather, it's to give managers feedback on hospitality norms. Burger King says Patty also can help manage orders and restocking. It says it wants to take Patty nationwide by the end of this year. AI is taking over your local Burger King, folks. Whopper it up.
I got a hot take.
What do you got?
What do you got?
Burger King beats McDonald's. That's my hot take.
I think I agree. Taste-wise, I think I agree.
I don't remember the last time I had a burger from Burger King. Maybe I'll do that for lunch today. In a minute.
We're
Right,
still
guys.
short food here.
Still are short brewed, and I think about that time.
Let's do it, Hope. Do the thing.
You ready?
Ready? Let's do it.
Let's do the thing. Let's do the thing. All right. Jeannie, Jay, always a pleasure. Thank you all for trusting us with your time as always. At the top of the chat. I think Shubham was top of the chat every day this week. Getting up very early or staying up late to try and get that top spot. So Shubham, good job. Anastasios, we got E-Money. I don't think I've seen that chat name before. Welcome, E-Money. We've got Alex Las Palmas. We've got Giuseppe, another new name. Good to see you, Giuseppe. Coog, always a pleasure seeing you here. Charles Henry, FM Live Now, another new name at the top here. We've got Benji Mag, we've got Man Caves, we've got Tommy C. Don't forget, folks, stay humble. Market knows all. We don't. Stay grateful. We are so lucky to have the opportunities we have in these markets. Be creative. Again, trading is as much an art form as it is a science. And stay centered. Get off centered. You get on tilt. Generally speaking, not good things are going to happen. So we've got Friday dance now. We do the Friday dance. We are heading into fast markets right now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go to the market. Let's go.
Happy Friday, everybody that does not work at Block. And welcome to Fast Markets. I was shocked by that Burger King discussion just now. I had a friend. He's still my friend, actually, but he defends Burger King, and it's really the least attractive thing someone can do. I have to reconsider my life now that I work around Burger King fans.
Ayo.
Scolded.
Morning, Dakota.
I mean,
Oh.
I had an AI conversation with Patty.
Give me a sec.
Here we go.
Here we go. I'm
Here we
waiting
go.
for it.
I mean, we got time. She was a bit crappy. Just let that sit. Just let that sit. On that note,
It's not good.
that is why you tuned into Top Step TV. Welcome everybody to this Fast Markets. Believe it or not, we may know one thing or two about the markets. We got to go to the bottom there. We got Jack in the house. We got 2 minutes till the opening bell. Jack, inflation, PPI coming in a little hot. Equities don't seem to like it. Break it down. And also, let's talk about that 10-year yield. Go ahead, Jack.
Yeah, the 10-year yield is below 4%. This market is whack, yo. I'm gonna be very hesitant to take anything off this open. I'll be interested to see what Dakota breaks down. We're below that 68.50 in the SPX. We're at above 21 in the VIX, 21.38. Help me make sense of it, Dakota.
Yep, please.
Dump it, man. Dump it. That's the way this
Yeah.
market's looking.
Yeah.
I'm looking for it to.
Looks like it's a
honest,
dump
last
Friday
night I was
today,
looking for us
man.
to maybe hold up
About
a
to
little
dump
bit,
this crypto.
and we didn't. We failed 25,000. So that leads me to believe, we come down and test 24,700s. Maybe we come and test the lows of February, which is down here towards 24,300 300s. I know Coach Jay and I was talking on a higher outlook. I mean, it does look that would come down and break through these lows, which
I'm
you know
talking about the
make around
PPI numbers
24,000,
being
800 points
hot.
lower. Um, ACH, anything can
See
happen.
what
We
happens.
had amazing earnings, maybe not amazing, but you know, good
Ooh,
earnings. And if that can't hold the market up,
What can?
no,
What
what
can?
can?
Jack,
Well,
go ahead.
we, we,
30
we
seconds. Go
started.
ahead.
All right, we started the week with like a Substack blog post bringing down a bunch of names, and then we had Block eliminating 40% of their workforce yesterday. Life comes at you fast. Is what it feels like right now. Let's see what happens in the open. 10
Yep,
seconds.
that 10-year yields got me puzzled. Let's take a look at these prices. Last trade in PS 68.55 bell about to ring. Let's go up. In for a good one. Here we go. We got gold trading right around the highs.
Dow.
10 bucks off the highs, 52.48. We'll pop here in the Dow. Pop here in NQ as well.
Some buyers,
They're trying.
They are trying. Go figure.
bless their heart.
Again, that PPI reading came in about an hour ago. Expected 0.3%. This is core month over month. Actual 0.8%. 0.8%. A little hot. A little hot. I guess Fed speakers were kind of warning us about it. House count is short too. MCL from 67.68. Let's trade 67.38. Okay.
That was quite the bounce, though. That was
Yeah, I got
60 point.
rejected. Yeah, low rejection off that buying there. ES and NQ. Dakota, what was that downside price you're looking at in the
I'm
NQ?
gonna buy one Dow here.
I mean, that's
Order
down there
fill.
at 7. We gotta zoom out. 680s, 680s to 690s. It's a zone. This is
Right.
basically
Be
last
quick to
week's
get it to
low.
close it if it goes against me.
Actually, no, it wasn't even last week. It was earlier.
You hear me? Sound check.
Really?
Yeah, I hear
A
you.
week.
Okay.
God below.
What a week.
We
Yeah,
saw
check
some,
700.
saw some buying get rejected there in the ES. Running it up to what 68.66. We're about 12 points lower right now.
I'm adding a crypto.
Order
Bitcoin.
gonna make some new lows there. Not quite there. 50-50 on the tilt. Same story in the NQ.
That was definitely a shot across the bow from the sellers right there.
Yes, it was, Jack. Got some selling here in gold now. Gold just
I will
sold
say,
off
Adding a
15 bucks.
big
Dow.
firmable. It's always
Order
scariest at the
fill.
bottom, and every time we look
And
back,
I'm adding a oil.
you want to buy the
Order
dip.
fill.
When the dip happens,
All right, I'm gonna
it's too
stay here
scary
for
to
a bit.
buy. So
Yeah.
just
Try to-
I mean,
always
And
making that argument.
I hear also. Wow.
just for reference though, we're only about 2.25% off the all-time highs in the SPX. So what is the dip? We've been looking around like 5% down tends to be the place where you get a little bounce. I don't know. Let me know in chat. I've just never seen
Yeah.
worse vibes. It's crazy. We're 2.25% off the all-time highs, and the VIX is above 21. Crazy times, man.
Yeah.
It's a NASDAQ.
We'll try to figure out. Trade what you see. We'll touch on that here. All right, here come the buyers again in the NQ. NQ. Wow, more buying NQ now. 24,900 incoming. Boom, 24,900. It just
I'm gonna get an
this
NQ on the
5-minute candle
pullback.
got a 100-point pop.
Don't we just love trading? Yeah.
ES, we're looking at a 15, 16-point pop. Blackthorn car meets perfect. Everyone has a game plan until you get punched in the face.
What was that name? Blackthor Car Meets?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay.
Yep. Quoting the great Iron Mike Tyson. We've got some more buying here in the NQ. NQ again, ran it all the way up to 24,905. And they... Jeez.
There's gonna be some selling there.
I don't trust this move. We got Nvidia
Right
down
there.
2%, Microsoft down 2%, Apple down 1%. I Is this just a dead bounce?
Fed watch still holding at 96% probability of a pause.
Emin
10-year.
does bring up a good point, though, is that you can also mention a correction through time rather than price. That's a good point. You know, we've been in this range for
Where's the mags?
Someone got loan
a
167
time.
contracts.
So we have
Towards the bottom of it right now.
it is the vibes. I don't know. The markets are resilient.
You didn't get in?
Needless to say, we do have Chicago PMI number hitting us in about 11
I'm looking at the
minutes.
mags here. Hold on a second.
Oh, that might tape. Is that what
It's a slightly better.
I gotta see this mags ETF.
That's the reason to buy.
That's strong, which
Yeah,
is
crude
mags is
continued
the
to
Magnificent
push,
Seven ETF,
$67.22
and that's where that's the tech. The Nasdaq is basically heavily weighted with these mags stocks. This is
every time I look at
Microsoft, Amazon, Google,
every time
Tesla.
at 92.
So I gotta see some strength coming into that guy
He's not gone.
No, it's not. Check my
before I believe in this thing.
Above 21.
I'm eyeballing a short here in the Nasdaq.
All right.
The shorts are
short one micro
are piling in here. Oh no.
24,669. Okay. Donnie Mac. I see what you did there. Yes. ES. Right. Got the Dow. Rolling over here looking to make some new lows. And ES follow. Moving the ladder. Short from 669. 869.
Up in the Dow.
869. Yeah, 869. Gotcha. Until we get a number in about 9 minutes. New lows Dow. There goes the ES.
Take a breath. This is your
Still sitting right in the lows in the 10-year yield. 3.975 right now.
For the next stretch of
time. Lower.
It's just you.
Context, that's the lowest we've been since a quick dip down during the end of November sell-off in equities.
Okay.
Yeah.
You build the future you want. Settle in.
We're selling. More selling Dow. We're selling Dow. New lows. ES about 8 points off the lows, trading 68.60. Q a little bit more stubborn to push lower here.
Yeah, Q's being really stubborn right now.
New lows Dow. Gold. Only a bit, just a bit. I know.
All right, looking around our big stocks. Biggest loser right now, Nvidia down 2.6%, Broadcom down 2.5%, Meta down nearly 2%. Everything's in the red there.
Yeah.
Not Netflix though. I dropped the ball on the Netflix position, Jack.
What happened?
ES getting heavy.
Nah, I was just I was just eyeballing longs all week this week and last week, and I failed to execute. Here goes Nasdaq pushing back down to these 50s.
Yeah, getting to the lows. Similar to Burger King, like I personally loathe Netflix, so I've always stayed out of it. But I'm sorry you missed out on that pump.
Do you subscribe? Do you have?
I am a subscriber. I have my yep. I do subscribe. All right,
I subscribe.
Sell off here.
Not the ES yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm sorry. NQ being very stubborn to go lower. Actually, is just did just turn slightly green. I think I run out of steam.
How stubborn it's looking, so I'm gonna just look to get out of this scratch.
Dow's still selling off here.
Okay, I'm out.
Yeah. Okay.
Up $5 or so on that one.
I need to have a watch list
Another
with
shot
all
here.
the
Make another shot.
major components.
It is surprising that we haven't taken out
Yeah, because Nvidia was down 2.7 or 2.8 at one a moment, and Nasdaq was just holding. So if you don't like what you see,
Buyers are holding. I like that.
get out.
Just got a
Yeah,
message
let's
from
ask you
Sabrina
about
saying you don't have to pay the
Yeah.
neighbor.
my new lows now.
I won't
Oh
know.
no. Wow.
That's what she said.
Go. ES go. Q holding bid
What
right
happened
now.
there?
And keep pushing towards session highs.
And Q win this battle. Yep. And Q trade 24,000. Nice cut, Dakota. 24,885. Call it now. 890s.
Hey, NQ looking good. I'm getting in. Build a position here.
24,900.
I skilled into this IQ, but honestly it was messy, bro. It's like
Yeah, it's
taking
messy
a
as fuck.
$500 drawdown.
Well, now I got
But
one.
I
It's
had
probably
confidence.
it's gonna pull back, and I'll add one.
Tug of war.
Buyers stepping in Nvidia as well.
Huh, interesting.
I got in with 2, and then I had added in 2 more
ES.
That's too much to
at the
scale.
point of control.
Nice cut,
I don't know.
Nice cut.
But one at a
I was
time.
watching in the pre-market, and there was at a level I liked, and I knew it was, I wanted to get in long,
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm
that's
kind of
what we
looking
needed.
at back in at the lows.
but I wanted to just see how it reacted, so it skyrocketed, you know,
Downside or upside?
to level. But my entry was kind of messy, so
Ooh, okay.
we'll see what happens with this
Yeah,
shit.
the second time we're going back to this, it's like we gotta take out these lows.
You would think, right? We're about 8 points off those lows. Now 9 points off the lows in the ES. Got the lows at 68.51.
All right, we got a 5 MES sell stop down around there.
Now still going, pushing lower. Now the ES.
Maybe it's just fucking around.
I think it's pulling back for an entry here.
What'd you get short from, Dakota? 869.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like now we're gonna go.
Watching the time of sales.
Just pretty choppy right now. Pretty choppy.
Yes, gold selling off here. Yes, 4 points off the lows. And Q still's got some room to go. About 60 points off the lows. Man, oh man.
All right.
Go. We in? Close.
Nope.
Gotta be close. House continue to sell.
Order filled.
I added 2 more on the Nasdaq.
4 points off the lows. ES and Q still lagging behind the other two. Equities.
Ooh, that was violent.
Yeah, there's.
Now we're gonna be in.
We buy that last time.
That's where I should have been a buyer right there. Now it's
Close
falling.
down.
Oh, that was so easy to see.
ES.
It's a fear of missing out. That's what happens when
No.
now my close
ES did
ass.
just down tick. Goes 68.50 half. Nothing really on the tilt.
Crypto's killing me here.
Crude 71% short tilt right now. Crude also pushing lower. Let's trade $67.14. Dow. More selling. More red on that 5 minute. ES. New lows ES.
Yeah, there's that breakdown.
Yeah, those are stops. 2. Yeah. And NQ following now.
Oh, well.
You get it?
Wow.
Order filled.
I'm out.
New lows ES. 68.44. Pulling teeth. It's 5 minute candle. We're
All right, we took it up 116 bucks. It'll probably keep on going, but we had a tight stop
Yeah,
on
I'm
that.
gonna think it's short in the hole here.
okay.
All right, go
Short in the
for it.
hole.
Let's do it.
Shorting was the direction.
Short from
Keep closing.
806.
806. Okay. Now, new lows. ES now continuing to fall through the downside. Why was it so hard? The new lows ES 68.41 half. There goes the NQ. NQ driving lower now as well. New lows there beneath the 24,800s. Short from 806.
Yeah, I just took profit on that breakdown right there.
We go.
Yeah.
Like that.
A little 25
Both.
points.
Yep. That will pop. All right, we got this number in 50 seconds. Get this number out of the way. What's expected for Chicago PMI? 52.1. 52.1. Not always the hasn't been a big market mover in quite some time, but you know what we do here at Top Step TV? We bring you the news, we bring you the econ releases, the Fed speakers here in real time. Nice cover there, fellas. 30 seconds till the
Yeah,
number.
I didn't like the way it kind of just like sat there after it went through. So here we are retesting.
Hold on. Yeah, it looked like there was a stop run. We're seeing about a 10, 12 point bounce.
This thing came and took me out and then
Oh,
went back up.
nice cover to
Yeah,
go.
those
That
are
was
the
the biggest
shorters covering
Chicago
their
PMI number
position.
out of the way. 7-point bounce there in the NQ. We do have
Just wait a
construction
bit.
spending top of the hour. Here we go. Get this number. Better than expected. 57.7 versus expected 52.1. All right. More selling to come. I don't know. Buyers keep jumping in here. They're holding the bid.
Yeah.
That wasn't the most convincing
Order filled.
print of new lows. Okay. Keep an eye on that. We do have you heard Dakota talking about those prices of interest, those levels to the downside in the NQ. Still got some room to go before we get there. Speaking of levels, in the top of the
It's
chat,
very tempting to go long on
we
the
have
NQ right now.
tops update levels, update refresh before every New York Open. In that link, or I can do you one better. You click on that indicators tab at the top, Top Step X. Every Top Step data levels, have them overlaid right there on your charts. Got an update refresh before
And
every
streaming makes
New
the
York Open.
system very heavy.
Any size? You guys seeing any size on the ladder here?
No. I've been watching the mini ladder.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
I'll
the
watch
last
out.
trade.
There you go. Come on, baby. Break it up.
There could be some shenanigans.
Man, look at this though. Google is rallying.
As well as
Google's
should.
holding NASDAQ up.
The ultimate bull. Google bull. Look at that. Look at this. That comes NQ just jumping on the buy bid. But look at that. 24,910. 910 up about 130 points off those.
I'm gonna have a better
Those
watch
just
list for this
put in about 4
for
minutes
the
ago.
open.
Yeah, you know why, right? Walmart, biggest and best tech stock there is up 2%.
Your goldfish there. Huh?
Tech stock, Walmart, up 2%. Let's go.
Shout out to the buyers fighting the good fight here. Yes, and Dow
They are.
can't really catch a bid at all.
What's fascinating to me is that Block right now is up 16%. They announced they're cutting, 40% of the workforce. Their stock rallies up to 20% at one point. Meanwhile, the rest of the software sector, like the IGV, is down 3%. To me, it's like those layoffs are coming. They're gonna get their 20% day too.
It's lean, right? The company's leaner now. That's the spin.
Those costs.
Yeah, new lows down. It's either way, I'm not convinced right now. Upside or downside, ES or NQ.
Yeah, I don't want to be.
Continuing to see buyers. Continuing to see buyers jump in. You can't really hold it above 24,900 in the NQ. Oh, lows. Crude selling off.
Exactly. And in the options right now, it's very unclear. Like I don't really see any in the near term. I don't see any support or resistance. Which when I see something like this, I think like
Wow. What is this?
volatility and that like moves can be amplified. But I'm not trying to like fade at the moment.
Well, yeah, certainly getting short the NQ, fading this push higher. Not be profitable. We are closing on overnight VWAP in the NQ. Price is 24,000.
Yeah, we're approaching VWAP here on the NQ.
We're selling crude here, new low. Well,
Oh, I
we
closed the
might.
crude,
This market's turning
taking
green.
another leg down.
This market turned green
Could
today.
Son of a bitch.
look at this
I
NQ
mean,
go now.
I'm looking at the
Pumping higher
options
here.
right now. This
Yeah,
is
what do
just
you got, Jack?
freeform jazz. Freeform jazz from here on out, man. Be very selective with anything you get into.
I hear ya. I mean, just this is insane. Yeah, Intel caught a huge bid, up 3% since the open.
Just a good trap. Another push higher here in the NQ.
Buyers kind of
Right.
just stepping in here today.
Sell this up. Yes. Supposed to read, get some of the formalities here, but watching this push higher in the NQ. Attention. With that being said, yes, hashtag fast markets, hashtag power hour. Hit us up at Top Step TV on the X. We saw some great ones yesterday. Mirror. Not the full handle name, but Mirror with my personal submission of the day. Taking a look 1 year ago from a Twitter post to now with the struggles, grinding, and seeing success a year later. Jabbing away. Yeah, hit us up at Top Step TV on the X. Submit some cool submissions, trader wins, or swag. We'll run that to you here in the final hour of the session during the reversal challenge. Again, hashtag power, hashtag fast markets at Top Step TV on the X. This is
Right now,
yeah.
we're down 0.9% in the ES. We're down 0.65% in the NQ. Nothing huge yet. We're down 2% in the Russell.
Okay. With rates going lower?
Well,
I'm confused, Jack.
Don't make me tap the sign. I'll tap the sign, Andre. It says every company in the Russell is trash. And,
the minor leagues.
In a risk-off environment or when uncertainty rises, they're getting hammered.
The money's getting cheaper. I know. 73% short tilt in crude. Again, how's it gone short from 2 micro crude from $67 and 60. Do we cover? Short from 67.68. Last trade.
Put it an easier way.
Yeah.
AI fear trade is like every company in the Russell are like the first 2,000 companies to get killed by AI.
This is why the Fed's been talking AI the entire time.
Yeah.
We've got this construction spending number at the top of the hour. Also, we have President Trump scheduled to speak on, quote, local TV, News Central. So,
Give us a city?
Yeah, just local TV, parentheses TBD. And that also coincides with everyone's favorite number, the Baker Hughes rate count, News Central. Dow continuing to sell off. New lows there in the Dow, 48,714.
Barnacle
Yeah, I have
Bob
no
gets
read on
it.
this, man. No idea.
No idea.
No idea.
No idea.
Huh.
Dude, the gamma levels are crazy, man. Like, there's just...
What is it? What does that mean?
There's just nothing. It means
there's
I
nothing.
would expect volatility, but I don't know where the brakes are in either direction.
Same.
The only thing I was thinking of is holding one contract in crude oil over the weekend.
Long or short?
Long.
Long.
Yeah.
Percent.
Yeah.
Ah, Dakota resurrecting the ghoul trade. I love it.
Oh. Okay. 24,899.
Do we
Let's
stay
trade
in this range?
NQ.
Do we stay in this range?
That would be the one outcome that I did not expect.
No one wants.
Yeah.
No one really wants.
Dow new lows. 40,713. And ES did print those lows at 68.41 half. Before that Chicago PMI number. 20-point range. So far in the first, 25 minutes of the New York session, talking about the ES. NQ, 150-point range.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of the tilt. Every time they come by it, all the ranges are getting narrower. And ES and Q gold. Gold trade about 15 bucks off the session highs. Last trade gold 52.44.
Silver caught a bit too. We're at 92. What was it? 92 half. 92.36.
I have some. Bitcoin spot is 65,836. Not doing great.
Okay.
As you'll recall,
yeah,
I altered the position, Dakota, but I think you were on when I sold those SLV straddles a while back at 90. It's currently trading at 83.14. I would prefer that it did not close above 90 at this point.
Did you close one of the legs?
Oh, I added some other stuff along the way.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's my boy right there.
Let's put it this way: my desired outcome is that the SLV closes below 90 today, which it should, and then I'll be in a longer-term covered call on silver.
Okay. Yeah, that's been a while.
Yeah.
A
long while.
Yes. Still about 10 points off the lows there. Yeah, Jack, the way we hit down to 68.41 half, you said it just didn't feel, or what you saw. How do you explain that? Because I know what you're saying. It wasn't convincing how we printed those lows or how we just snapped right back. Great cover.
I just look at the dome when I'm trying to do a trade like that, because you got to see if there's energy behind it. And I thought there was one of these days I'm gonna hit the big one on TV. I thought there was a possibility today that we just absolutely dump. There's gonna be someday. I'll call it right now. We're gonna be limit down someday in the next year, and there's not gonna be a super,
Limit
obvious
down
reason.
in equities?
Yeah, there's just so much leverage embedded with there's so many dip buyers and zero-date options that it can just happen.
What is today's date?
But it wasn't happening there, and I did leave some money on the table though. I kind of covered right as Dakota was actually getting in. He kind of did the same trade, but in the NQ. But it did not look like we were just gonna keep pounding down.
Can we put that to a poll? Will we be limit down in ES? Will we be limit down in ES?
Hell, we could be limit down Monday.
At some point one day, will we see a limit down day in the ES 2026? Yes or no?
You call it today, and then Monday we get limit down. Wait till we get those single stock futures.
I don't think we're gonna. Well, even the tariffs couldn't take us limit down, but they.
Hey, that was, not to be a critiquing the revs, but on one of those days, I was actually shocked. We were there, and it wasn't happening.
This is true. There it is. Pull is up. What we see a limit down day in ES. What is that? 7%.
There's my guys and gals.
Yeah. Let's see. I will. Wow. Yeah. Ultimate Bear. Okay. Jack called it. This is February 27th. Mark this. If he nails it, man, oh man, that would be amazing. New lows down. New lows down.
Let's do it.
Crude now hanging beneath $67. Last trade crude 66.91. We'll be keeping an eye on any headlines coming out from talks between Iran and the United States. Construction spending number coming in 5 seconds. Expected 0.2%. Actual 0.3%. We are in the clear for scheduled economic releases. New lows Dow.
Nasdaq's getting hit.
I mean,
Nvidia's getting hit. Nasdaq's holding up. That's what I mean.
what's the poll? All right, we can kill it. We can take the poll down. Jack will be happy.
All right.
Flash poll, 60 seconds. Over 200 votes. 65% are saying yes. Man, agents of chaos.
I'm also like, it is, somebody commented it's super fun being a bear. It is the most fun.
100%.
I'm always still, it's kind of a role that I play where I have some bets that way, but I'm always, gig along delta in equities because stocks go up.
If a down day can't trade, you can get short along the way.
Mm-hmm.
We're selling here in crude, $66.82.
Buying in the Nasdaq.
Buying in Nasdaq, buying in the ES. We gotta shake that bias.
Trade what you see.
What you see, there it is. Now we are pumping higher in the NQ order.
Yeah, this is slop.
Yes, at the upper end of the range. We're seeing right now 68, 64, call it. Now 65's print. Highest we've gotten so far in fast markets. 66s. We get rejected. Nothing on the tilt. It's just. What if it just sits in this range? To me, now we're seeing some buying in the Dow. Maybe the buyers are going to win this.
In the options, if they do go that direction, it would have to be a long way. There is, we're so far away from it, but there is like resistance up here at like 69.12, 6900 SPX, but we're so far away from that, and I would be frankly shocked if we got there today.
Nvidia is showing some strength here. Here we go.
Maybe Nasdaq goes right back up. Look at it. Yeah.
25,000. Kodo, you were gonna say 25,000, weren't you? Because we're about 50 points away from that. ES is now breaking out from that range. Did I speak too soon? ES finally, we got to what, 68, 69. That would be new session highs. For loss of words, we are baffled. We are baffled right now, is what you're seeing. We're waiting for this market to make up its mind. Yes.
Well, not baffled. This is the 6900. I have that line drawn right here. Once again, we're far away from it, but you can see it's been resistance along the way, including last night.
The Dow hit that level that I drew.
Another push.
I don't see any decent trades. I feel like
71% long tilt NQ right now.
Traders in the chat asking me about my long last night. Yeah, the longs printed last night for me. I got in long at 25,000 and I closed it out at settlement. So that longs overnight, but then it led to a sell-off after the London session opened. So I'm happy with the price action overnight. This New York
Nice.
session,
The 71% long tilt's still there in the NQ. Did just see some selling come in, both ES and NQ. Very wicky right now.
Yeah, speculative stuff is getting hammered across the board. We got Carvana down 3.6%. Sweet Greens down 13.8%. SoFi
Nvidia catching a
7%.
bid.
Quantum down 8%.
Huh? Q tried to
Ripping right now.
There you go. Come on, baby.
Up 1%.
We're buying NQ. Look at
Busted
this.
nut.
We're buying NQ. Making
Busted up.
higher lows in the 5 minutes, Dolby. I'll say right now.
Busting up, baby.
Right at
Q
VWAP, man.
trading 24,930, about 150
The
points
Dow
off
is showing some
the
strength here now.
lows.
Crypto's coming back.
Ping neath 67 bucks. House count. Only about 70 cents, 80 cents there.
Man, my system becomes very slow.
We can go back
I'll
and
see.
65,000 here.
Yeah, very good.
Travel Bunny Bear, I'm with you on that one.
What? Sounds good. Exclamation point. Andrea, I see that. Yeah, we got the bottom of the hour in about 25 minutes.
Oh, there you go. It's busting.
I need some clarity. I need some lean on some experience. First question I'm going to ask the Delta Don. Hogue, come on in. What's Delta right now? ES
Let's
and
go,
Q. Break
crypto.
this down. Break down what you're seeing with this
Busting,
Man,
baby.
what a struggle today.
Hey, good to see everybody.
What a what?
Happy
A
Friday.
struggle.
Capital Preservation
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah. I'm down 200 right now, and honestly, I don't think I want to even trade anymore because I
Yeah.
was down even more. But I had a
Well,
little
it's 10
winner.
o'clock, you know, so it's like you gotta consider that we're kind of coming off of this the morning big move. We're like in the middle of the big move, so you don't
It's
want to be
like
getting
it's Wick City, bro.
yeah. You don't want to be getting in at this time unless you can see a clear reversal, and I don't see
But
that.
we are at risk of re-accepting value from yesterday. First thing we got to do is we got to stay
What is
inside
it?
the range
We
from
want
yesterday.
Tesla,
We're at it right
Apple,
now.
Nvidia, Google,
VWAP
Amazon.
also in the way for continuation.
I'm building a little layout
So
here.
if we can't really show acceptance in
This,
range and in value from yesterday, I can see this market kind of turning over and kind of resolving back to the downside. The NASDAQ is a little bit different, my friends. So the market opened, first thing it did was close the session gap. Bam. Close session gap closed. Then we traded up to VWAP. We rejected that. We rejected value, but we're back inside value. Value low in the NASDAQ, 24,900. We start spending time up here, that's going to mark acceptance of value and a potential move to value high all the way up at 25,086 and a half. There's also an afternoon pullback high up there, 25,099. Not really looking to see any meaningful buying below those levels. What we're seeing now.
What's in the Mag 7? Damn, bro, I'm drawing a blank here because I'm looking at the screen and going back and forth.
Shorts
You
getting
got
covered,
Tesla, Apple,
some
oh,
longs
Microsoft.
coming
Jesus.
in. These markets are so resilient. It's
I
so
forget.
hard to keep these markets down. Seeing some pretty decent price action, more so in the Nasdaq than in the S&Ps. Still value in the S&Ps. We'll have to see how this plays. Jack, that was a really good out on your short. You just kind of recognized that price action, and you weren't seeing very good tempo down there. So that was a fantastic out. But as far as like gold is concerned, you know, we had a break of a structure to the upside after the 7 o'clock, some news came out about Iraq actually, and we had that good push to the upside, but we're still inside the initial balance, high and low, no play with those. So try and stay patient. Don't want to diddle in the middle here at gold. And as far as our crude oil trade, we are currently short just one. We covered one. Where was that? At 2R, what, 2 times red. 67.18, still holding on to the other one. Maybe we'll see if we can get an all-day sucker out of this. And what I'd really like to see is, again, we opened above range and above value. Do we close the gap yet? Not quite. If we can't close the gap relatively early, we look for opportunities in the direction of the gap. So that was a good out on the first exit, but if we can find an acceptance inside value, value high, 66.70,
Netflix is
that could bring us back down to 65.35, approximately the value low. Very interesting, whippy markets here so far this morning.
All of them.
But some really interesting opportunities as well. You see if we continue to mark acceptance.
just hit a little micro demand,
I can see
supply
us getting
zone.
back up to that
Nasdaq, let's see if we can
25, 100.
crush it.
We shall see. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Manage your risk, folks.
Oh, I got a question. You know, we're short this one MCL here. Ideally, you know, you take those for the auto lick or whatever.
Yep.
Going into the weekend, does that change our calculus? Like, is there a time stop you want that? Like, if it's way in your favor at like, 2 o'clock today or something, do you want to play like, with the uncertainty over the weekend?
I mean, we're really kind of in balance here. If it was more of a breakout type of trade, I would say yeah. As we get closer to the regular trading hour close, I would be much more likely to cover the trade. Before the auto lick, of course, maybe around 1 o'clock, especially in a directional market, because crude oil does have that tendency in that last half an hour to peel off a whole bunch of directional trade at the end of the day. A great question. Not today, I don't think. If this thing continues to roll, I don't think we're going to have it that long. If we get to value low, 65.35, I would say we just cover the trade. It would be a great trade, and that would be like a full value acceptance play. I would just take that. So I guess the answer to your question is if we get a decent profit, if we do find acceptance in value and get it moved down to 65.35, I'm out there. I'm done. I'd be done for the day.
Awesome answer. Thank you.
Sleep. Anyone catch this long out in the chat? Anyone catching this long? We are closing at 25,000 even in the NQ. Yes, ES 68.80. About to print about 40 points off those lows. Gold pushing higher here. Dow finding buyers. 75% long tilt in the ES right now. Average price of 68.66. Definitely in the money there. What a push higher here.
Yeah, if you caught this long, you're a madman, man. I appreciate you.
Buy the dip. It looks scary at the bottom.
What's the saying? Market always looks the best at the top and the worst at the bottom.
Yeah. Like you were saying, we've been range bound, and we were at the lower end of the range. I'm just spitballing here, but yeah, let's see. Lows are
I don't know, man. It's
I know,
so
man. I know.
Is the move done?
It's so weird to have the VIX so relatively high for so long and have been in this range since the beginning of December. It's just weird, man.
It is. Gold looking to some new highs there in gold.
Amazon really pushing hard.
7.
Amazon is carrying the NQ.
Catch the longs.
Carrying the
nice,
team.
nice. Feels they caught the longs. Well done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now answer honestly.
Yeah.
If you just caught that long right there, how did you do yesterday?
What What are you implying, Jay?
Amazon,
We have 78%
Perry.
long tilt in the NQ right now. 78% long tilt.
Still
In
might be
NQ, you got an
done.
ES 70% long tilt. Let's trade Q 24,975.
Apple just really
78%
holding
long
it back.
tilt. 24,980.
We got a few honest.
What the fuck happened, bro?
It's
Yep.
selling off a little bit.
Right there.
Gold getting some play with the IDR.
Last trade. I'd be high, what, 52, 59, Hogue?
Yep. 259.30.
Hmm. The
Maybe we might get to
ES&P,
those
wow.
25,000 evens, Dakota.
No, we came close. We got to those 90s.
Yeah. I'm gonna go test, see some selling
Let's
here
see what
now.
this
You
candle
know,
does.
turn around.
Oh yeah.
ES. Did we get to the 80s? Yes, we did.
Oh
We
yeah.
get to 68.80.
Let's go. Let's
ES
go.
pulled back about 10 points.
Are the
Let's
lows
go.
in?
ES.
Are the lows in? I mean, probably.
Yeah.
Once again,
Yeah.
I'll take the point.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they might be.
Let's go.
They got put in yesterday early.
We get about those 25,000. Got
Friggin'
Chewy
Jack
out at
Dorsey, man.
24. What's that?
Gonna close the day
Jack
break
Dorsey.
even here.
Loves hiring way too many people.
Elon showed us that.
Well, luckily, Andre, we work.
We got one,
leading
two,
profit center
three,
I am profit. I
Four.
am profit. I am
of the Mag 7s kind of sloping downward.
Until we were trading on the 9.
This move is
Last trade at
done.
24,950.
And before I close
These
one
were
last
checking
look,
value. Telling
Yes.
real stories.
Yeah. Hope, you said this was an initiative
close
buying,
the
correct?
ass. Let's go. Let's go.
Responsive.
Look at that candle on the 5 minute. Look at that
Responsive
hammer, that shooting star right there.
Clarify. Help me understand that.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
So,
Close
okay.
this shit.
Rejected.
Let's just
Right
look
off of
at the
this.
S&P here.
Bro, I have this fucking
All right.
purple line here
Overnight inventory was
that
short. The market
I don't know how long ago I drew it.
value.
And it like bounced right off of it. I don't know. I drew that months ago. So it bounced off some level there.
Gotcha.
All right, bro. $70 loss for the day.
Okay.
You know, I think I'm done.
Yep. Gotcha.
They were
Okay,
short.
so
Now we have to
Okay.
think about. We have to journal. So
The weakest of shorts.
Locals. Yep. Good stuff, Hogue. Yeah, with that being said, 4,000 people watch us all across the globe. Please click subscribe. This
There's a
week
journal
we
here.
crossed above 204,000 subscribers.
New journal
Subscribe,
entry.
click thumbs up, subscribe, and the bell.
You have to journal right after you trade,
Kindly.
Mhm.
Here.
and then maybe add something to it later on when you
Gee,
think
yeah,
of something
gold.
that you know
Some
came to
selling
you.
there.
Is this a 3-bar reversal? Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how to get those initial balance, high initial balance, low prices. Equities, simply the highest.
I'm gonna say the stream session went well.
The New York session.
Stable.
Mm-hmm.
It's technically a 3-bar reversal if we close below it.
Let's say missed gold trade.
It's a hard one, huh? Working.
I put setup was there.
See, trade what you see.
I froze.
Here's what you see.
Believe I'm about to get queued up. Just do that right now.
Do you have a journal?
ES.
Yeah, I got a journal.
You have to start journaling, bro.
6863.
Mhm.
It's the only way you're gonna get better. You have
Okay.
to do it.
The answer is yeah, that was a 3-bar reversal.
Let's put it this way. I mean,
Hard to trust.
Even it's not about like journaling your thoughts and feelings. It's
especially if
like
we get down to like
observations.
12.
Yeah. Data.
little 78% long tilt NQ as we trade right around overnight view up NQ 24,929. Call it. Gold. Seeing some more selling. Yes, as well.
Yeah, gold just looked at the initial bounce high and said, nope.
Pretty much same story in the ES, same story in NQ. Head fakes. Three-bar reversal, Dakota, but where would you have gotten out there? It's pretty much right back to entry.
Yeah, it's such a hard one.
Yeah, I think you were trusting. That was just experience there. That's what these markets are. This is what screen time.
Close.
Oh, this was screen time.
It was a very difficult session to trade.
See, that's to me that
conviction.
That's not a 3-bar reversal there. It didn't close below that previous bar.
Correct.
Okay.
So no confirmation.
And so you take a look at my screen.
No confirmation either way, upside or downside right now.
All right. Some of the things you want to start seeing or observing is the candle structure at these critical times. Hold on.
Interesting. These are tricky waters to navigate.
Yeah, you know, when you see a candle, for example.
Look at some of our live leaders here, live funded leaders. See if we have any.
This is the hourly chart, right? Like, look at this Nasdaq candle right here, right at the. This is the 10 o'clock candle.
Well done. Notice the numbers are.
You know what I mean? When it closed right there, this is why I have the time. You see this? I don't know if you actually see this number right here.
This trade is.
No, I don't see a number.
Certainly a little.
You don't see it right here?
Trickier.
Yeah, but what is it? That's the time.
Yeah, that's the time till close. And they have this, I think, on Top Step. It's an indicator. Time till bar close. So this is on the 60 minutes. So this is how many minutes, you know, till this bar closes. And then I have it on the 15, and then I have it on the 5. So, you know, I'm obsessed with time. This is one of the main things with the markets that if you want to track in real time, because it's always easy to look back at the structure after the day is over and you're like, oh, look, the setup was right there, blah, blah, blah. But how do you see it in real time? You have to look at candle closes. Okay? This is how you catch shit like this. This is what I was looking at. And you see, it doesn't look really good on the ES. It doesn't really look good on the Dow. It doesn't really look good on the on crypto. But then I slide over to the smaller time frames. Okay, like you can see, okay, it looks okay on the ES right here. Same over here on the Nasdaq. Doesn't look so good on the Dow. You know, you got like a little candle over here on crypto right here. You know, it all has to fit together like a puzzle. It's not just candle structure. It's not just time and sales. It's not just a technical analysis. You have to look at this shit. Not just the historical stuff where you're drawing lines and all that. That's just historical, right? But you got to look at the real time, you know, information that's flowing in. Real time is the time in sales, the level 2, and also how candles flow. Okay. So I do that. I obsess over it. That's why I'm always calling out the time. That's why I have this. If you don't see these numbers, I can make the text bigger. Okay. It takes up more space on the chart. It's small.
Good old tenure.
But this is what I do as the candles close, especially at the important times. Like you notice right here at 10:23, right? Like what are we gonna look at, right? What are we interested in? Like let's wait for the 10:30. You know, around 10:30. Like do we have a candle closure that looks, you know, bullish or bearish in a specific area? Like right here, we're all right. Like indexes have been oversold, right? So in the context of being oversold on the 60-minute, it closed with this kind of, you know, long wick on both ends, kind of doji. And then at that point, it's like, okay, well, we're oversold. This is a point of indecision. All right, we're right here. Let's imagine that this is the top of the hour at 10 a.m. right, 10 p.m. 10 a.m. The candle closes right, and it's 10 a.m. now, and we're starting the new candle of 11. Now it's like, okay, what's coming in on the time of sales? Because we have this pivot, we have this candle that indicates possible pivot, change in direction.
This has
You
been
get what I'm
really
saying?
quite a shocking to me change
Mhm.
in
And we also hit the bottom
the way
right
we
here,
got
the
here
previous
was
day's
very
low.
interesting. I hate to use the word vibe shift.
So it's like it's the lines
It's
because
not
remember I drew these lines,
crazy cool inflation numbers, which
right?
is what
I
caused it.
drew these
But
lines,
we have had trouble. You can see this
all
going on
right?
for a while. All right.
So these lines were there.
Cross.
We crossed the line. We crossed all of them. Even the
Look at
Dow
this.
even
We
hit the purple line
rejected
perfectly
many
and
times
bounced
going
up,
below 4%,
right?
which is about right
We hit the low of the
Yes.
previous day, right? We're oversold. Then we have a candle close like that. Then we look at the time in sales.
They I don't
So you have to do this in order. And I would suggest you build a little workflow. You write yourself a little workflow,
You want to see some
of like
liquidity.
stage one,
We
stage
did
two,
ask
stage
you
three, and,
that.
and you narrow it down
Yep.
to the point where you make a decision on a trade.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it has to be like a funnel.
Low likelihood of slippage.
A funnel starts out wide and then it narrows down
So 73%
to
long.
to
So
some kind of
in
conclusion
the
of what you're going to do.
NQ and
You know?
Q,
So
Mhm.
that's the funnel, right? We start at the higher time frame and we funnel it down to the
oh, do you
smaller
see the
time
poll
frame.
question?
We also
Ken
look
threw
at the
out there.
candle closes and
Use
things like that. We look at our moving averages and then the time of
yes or
sales.
no.
Last thing we look at is like the level 2 and the time of sales. That's the last
That-
thing. And
Run it
that's
down.
that's how we have to
Yep.
process this shit in
I'm
real
gonna say we're
time
gonna
because
get
that's what
close.
important. The most important thing is to do it in real
It's not.
time.
See what?
Okay, so you have to think to yourself,
What do I know?
how can you do this
No,
in real
no
time?
code.
And
Yeah.
it's easy to look
Okay,
back,
I'll say no.
right?
I'll say no.
A
Mhm.
novice can look back and look at the support and resistance, and
Talk
supply and
about it.
demand and trends, and be like, oh yeah, look at that was an easy trade. Yeah, I could have caught that. But they do it in real time, and it's a different story.
Even the day
And what's helped me a lot to bridge the gap is the candle closes on different charts, right? Different time frames, as well as the level
That was
2
a,
thing, the
uh,
time in
Ontario
sales,
stock
and the
about 30
level
or
2.
90 days.
That's helped me out a lot.
That, it's a good day to buy stocks. I think that was that day.
So we're at
Yeah.
10:26.
Yeah, baby. There's your indicator.
Okay.
That is financial.
At
Come on,
10:30, we're gonna have a
Came out
15-minute
of,
bar close,
President.
right? Every 15 minutes, 10:30, right? We'll have a 15-minute bar close,
DC.
and I'll look at that on all the markets,
If we're gonna
right?
hit it,
And I'll look, okay, is
Mhm.
this an area where I want to buy or sell, And we'll have a 15-minute close. We'll also have a 5-minute close because every 5 minutes, right? So at 10:30, we'll have 2 bars closed. You see where I'm going with that?
Mhm.
So I always track
Dude, we get
the
close.
different time increments. So I look at,
4, I believe.
obviously I'm getting up at 5 a.m. for the London, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the 8:30
Yeah.
for the news. I'm looking at 9 o'clock for the energies. I'm looking at,
Miss those days.
I'm sorry, 8:30 for news and metals. 9 o'clock for energy. 9:30 for the indexes and generally everything. Everything
Cannot.
kind of moves at 9 o'clock. 9:30, I should say. So, and then once the market has opened, now I'm looking at 10 o'clock. I'm looking at 10:30. I'm looking at 11 o'clock, right? Every 30 minutes, I'm looking at these candle closes to see, is this a pivot point? Is this where the market could change direction? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay? So, time is really, really important in trading. And we're at 10:27, and I know I say 10:30, but often sometimes you start seeing a reversal form 3 minutes before or 3 minutes after that time increment that you're focusing on.
That's all you need right there.
So like for example, right, 3-bar reversal. So 10:27, you could think about it on the 1 minute time frame. That could form a 3-bar, right?
In the NQ.
You get what I'm saying with that?
Yes.
So
This is manipulation, Jane Street.
so I start looking at it ahead of time, and I start thinking to myself, okay, this bar is going to close in a minute 20 something seconds. What does it look like it's going to close like? I start anticipating what it's going to close like. And you look at the Dow, it looks kind of bullish there. You got a tail. with
Oh, I
a
went there for
small
sure.
body.
Yeah, I've
It
got
looks like
money in
it
there.
could shoot up from there.
Wait, there isn't?
Okay. Um,
I've
you
definitely been
look
there
Well,
at
an
before.
the
algorithm
15
hoax,
minute
man. That shit's
on.
Uh-huh.
real.
Oh man, yeah.
Let's see here. Look at the Nasdaq, bro. Holy shit, what a fake out, bro. Still going.
And the
Still
NQ
holding.
continuing to make higher
Um,
lows. Higher lows in the 5 minute.
oil looks like it could be a long. Looks like this is where the longs could be stepping in, and they're gonna push oil higher. Who knows?
On a range right now.
I think it's a little overbought.
Still sitting
Not my
underneath
style.
67 bucks. Some
Gold
volume being
pushing.
I know. What's it gonna take? What's it gonna take? 30 seconds. IV high, IV low.
No. Even the guys in Top
Neutral.
Stack
I
they just called out, oh, 30 seconds
like
to the
I'm
candle closes.
gonna
You know,
force a
so
trade here. So
this
Mm-hmm.
is not something I made up, you know?
For me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hands off. That's the best decision right now. The way I'm seeing this.
So we're about to hit 10:30.
Our short bias.
I'll tell you what looks
into the open.
interesting is this Dow right here. Right there.
Hurt.
And you can see right here is the point, right? Is it going to be the next bar green? So you can think to yourself, okay, you had a candle that looks like this,
Yeah, no,
right?
it's not.
You had a green body, big body. You had a small body with a tail.
It changed.
And is the next one going to be a solid green candle that gets up to this area? You know?
Really was not. All right, we got initial balance, high initial balance.
So what else looks
prices,
interesting
ES,
here?
NQ, Hogue, you got
The
those
ES looks like a kind of like a
So
pivot
kind of
candle here.
with,
Look at
ES
this. This
or
is a
NQ.
consolidation
Going.
candle. Looks like it could
NQ
sell off
first
from here.
is we're really close to it.
And this could be a sell-off that gets you back into an area where you want to go long. You know?
782 even
Yeah.
to the downside.
So it could be, you know, an area where it's like, okay, it's going to pull back because I see this
S&Ps,
candle and it's going to pull back and I get to find a level on the smaller time frame to get in on.
And
But I don't know. I don't know if
68.31
this
half
today
to
has
the
really that
downside.
much juice to form
S&Ps have been
an extended move like that.
to push higher today.
You were gonna say something else. You were gonna say something else.
I'm done.
Yeah.
for the day.
You're done?
For sure. Yeah.
So you see like this candle and that gas, this is like a disqualification candle. You see this big bar candle here? This is like you really can't do anything with that. You could only
Yeah.
really do something with these consolidated candles because it's, you know, consolidation, expansion.
Indicating
Mm-hmm.
probable acceptance. So the one market is saying one thing, one's saying the other.
All right, so tell me about the car. You're not gonna have to pay. What happened?
With you, man, I feel like I'd have to force
Sabrina just texted me.
Just
Saying that I don't have to pay. So you using insurance? She said probably.
Sometimes that's the best decision, especially
Whatever.
Right.
That's it. That's over.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, make sure you you know, you say hi to them and all that.
There is something I
No
can
beef.
latch onto, but it's so far away, and there's just like
Yeah, if I
Yeah,
see him,
you
I'll say hi to him.
Yeah, you know, just acknowledge.
around here.
I'll acknowledge him.
Nice.
Ask if he's okay. That's it.
Has gone to Truth Social.
Sounds
Nothing
good.
Regarding economics, geopolitical topics just yet, but we are seeing a lot of posts coming out of Truth Social.
Look at the Dow. Now it's getting some strength here.
Off here a little bit.
So I'm gonna be looking at this time and sales for the Dow.
I was going to ask you on a day like what we're seeing today. Just the feel of the equities, how we see the first hour or so. Initial balance high, initial balance low. Does it?
No, look at that. Selling coming in.
A day like today, not
Everything's
better.
selling
Is
now.
it- you know what I'm saying? Your experience, like,
10:33.
Well,
makes sense.
yeah.
The ranges
and
are more
there's a-
likely to
there-
hold, or less likely. From your experience.
There's a little bit of a disconnect between the S&P and the Nasdaq. If I was
So,
just looking solely at
you know,
S&Ps,
it's really easy
I
to
mean,
focus on the
we're
current
working
bar
on setting up value
You know what I mean?
lower than yesterday.
that's still
So I think
forming.
the S&Ps are
But it's more
presenting better
important. A
shorting
lot of, you know,
opportunities, if
I
that
wouldn't say it's
makes
more important,
sense.
but a lot of times it's more important
Because, you
to
know,
focus
we-
on the
we've closed the
previous
gap. We
bar.
haven't been able to get back inside of
You know what I
value.
mean? Oh, here's the Dow
VWAP, which
above
is
the ask. I'm just
also
gonna go
moves
for
pretty
it.
heavily to the downside.
Hey.
It's looking like the volume is
Let's
to the
go for it.
downside.
Let's see if we could get back to VWAP.
this is carrying more weight early in the session than the Nasdaq, which first thing it did was close the session gap, and it's been now holding inside of value, indicating, you know, at worst, it's probably going to
Oh
go
shit.
after lower value by the end of the session. So the S&P's current situation carries more weight, if you ask me. The Nasdaq, we stay inside of value. The Nasdaq could get back up to 25,100.
All right, bro.
We'll have to see.
All right, brother.
So
I love you.
Nasdaq
And
Me too.
you know,
to me a little bit more
what are you doing this weekend?
to trade.